What is narcissistic personality disorder? What causes it? Who gets it, and why? How do you deal with it? Find clear answers to these and other questions you may have about narcissism here. Narcissism is extreme self-involvement to the degree that it makes a person ignore the needs of those around them. It's important to note that narcissism is a trait, but it can also be a part of a larger personality disorder. Not every narcissist has narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, as narcissism is a spectrum. People who are at the highest end of the spectrum are those that are classified as NPD, but others, still with narcissistic traits, may fall on the lower end of the narcissistic spectrum. How do I spot a narcissist? Use the acronym Special Me to remember the 9 of NPD. Special Me, sense of self-importance, preoccupation with power, beauty, or success. Entitled, can only be around people who are important or special, interpersonally exploitative for their own gain. Arrogant, lack empathy, must be admired, envious of others or believe that others are envious of them. The covert narcissist, or vulnerable narcissist. Basically the exact opposite of the stereotype. Instead of craving the spotlight and constant admiration, covert narcissists tend to be shy, self-effacing, hypersensitive to how others perceive them, and chronically envious. They often think their pain or suffering is worse than everyone else's, and may even believe they're the ugliest person in the room. The cause of narcissism isn't known, but it can be linked to your environment. Your parents may have given you either too much adoration or too much criticism that didn't match your actual experiences and achievements. Genetics. Narcissism may be linked to your inherited characteristics, including certain personality traits. Neurobiology. This is the connection between your brain, behavior, and thinking. How to handle a narcissist. If you are living with someone who has NPD, you may find yourself feeling confused and frustrated much of the time. You will probably have to deal with their changing moods and behavior, their need to intimidate and exert control, a sense of entitlement, and gaslighting. Educate yourself. Find out more about the disorder. Knowing who they are may also allow you to accept the situation for what it is and have realistic expectations. Create boundaries. Be clear about your boundaries. It may upset or disappoint the narcissist, but that's okay. Remember, it's not your job to control that person's emotions. Speak up for yourself. When you need something, be clear and concise. Watch your wording. Narcissists don't take constructive criticism well. Try to make comments in careful, positive ways. Stay calm. Try not to react if they try to pick a fight or gaslight you. If they lash out, think of them as a 3-year-old who feels rejected because their parent sets a bedtime. Bring in a counselor. Therapy won't cure your partner's narcissism, but a counselor can show you ways to approach problem-solving with the narcissist. Certain things may trigger problems with the narcissist. It's best not to. Argue or confront. Try to not confront a narcissist directly. As difficult as it may be to constantly tiptoe around them, it can be better to manage their need to feel in charge. Direct them. Narcissists like to have control and often fear losing it. Efforts to lead or instruct them will often fail. Expect them to see your point of view. Narcissists don't like to admit when they're wrong or that they're unlovable, so trying to make them see things your way could backfire. Expect deep, meaningful communication. Narcissists have very little empathy, so honest, heartfelt communication often doesn't get through and can even create an angry outburst or shutdown response. Go over past issues. Don't try to make them see a long line of behavior dating back years, or how they're just like their father, for example, Perlin says. Instead, stay in the present when you express requests or hurt feelings. How is narcissistic personality disorder diagnosed? NPD is not the kind of condition that can be diagnosed with a blood test, MRI, or exact scale. A clinician usually won't diagnose a narcissist with NPD until they're struggling with their behavior and seek help to change it. The NPI is the most widely applied measure for the assessment of narcissistic personality traits, and therefore it is of great relevance for many research questions in personality and social psychology. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more informative videos like this.